So I just wanted to jump on and talk about, the the selling point of leaving your day job to do trading and, live the life that you always wanted and all that good stuff that tends to get the clicks in YouTube and stuff. And I just want to say why, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you only had to wake up, stare at the chart for a little bit during the day, take a few trades like everybody talks about, and then walk away. I mean, that would be beautiful. But I don't think that that should be the reason you get involved in it. I think having a goal of just being able to create some cash flow, take your family out to dinner on the weekend, or maybe even a impromptu weekend trip, I think would be the better selling point. This idea that you can easily make thousands of dollars every single day coming to the market, clicking a button, I think is just kind of run dry. I think that was a great sell last year, maybe even 6 months ago. But I think now it's to the point to where let's be real about it. I feel like trading has gone through um, some growth over the past probably 7 or 8 years, especially since I got involved in it. Is kind of to me this not meteoric rise in people trading, but a pretty good jump in people trading. And being able to do it through apps and computers and on your phone and things like that, I know obviously contributed to it. So because I was part of it and I bought into it, and I absolutely am obsessed with it and been that way for probably a good 6 years now, 7 years now. But the fact that I think in its early stages in 2006, in my early stages, 2016, 2017, I think is when you started seeing like YouTubers come on and start really selling this idea that, hey, you can do this for a living. And I think in that moment, everybody's like, yeah, but I don't want to just do it for a living. I want to be able to just like not be able to work, period. So then you started seeing the rise of these YouTubers that came out with like Lambos and all the cars and all the big places and all the traveling and everything like that. I think that was kind of like your teenage years. You're going through, the trading world was going through puberty at that time, and like everything that was flashy, everything that was quick, everything in the moment was exactly what you wanted to see and hear, and that was the sell. But I think now there needs to be a push for some maturity about things. That this, yes, at some point in your life, you can probably transition into this as a way to use what you have garnered through your career to grow your nest egg or pay bills or go on trips without hurting your retirement. I think that that's one way we can look at it, that we should be looking at it, because I don't agree with um, I don't agree with the fact that you can come in and get rich quick. It doesn't happen for everybody like that. I don't really think it happens for most people like that, if any. There's a even the guys that I've been following and watching in YouTube for the last 7 years. It was a lot of hard work for what they did, especially these YouTubers that have made it in the past 6 or 7 years. It was hard work. It wasn't an overnight deal. They grew their channels like crazy, but I think it was a lot of time and effort, more so than a 9 to 5. And I don't think that it was fun at times. So, I may be wrong, but I think we need to think about trading in more of a mature way, to where we don't look at it as a means to an end, leaving my job, doing this all day, every day. The only thing I'm looking at is charts, taking trades for 30 minutes and then walking to the beach or something like that. I don't think it needs to be looked at it like that. I think it needs to be looked at as like, I got a car payment this month. This week I want to make that payment. Next week, I want to continue to make that payment. And that's really it. And if I take a bump or a loss or whatever, then I'm not worried that my entire life or that I'm never going to be able to transition into this full time comes to an end. I think you just kind of pick yourself up, dust yourself off, trying to make that payment next month because you don't have to have it because you still have your job. And don't think that just because you have more time to look at the charts that you're going to become better at it. In fact, on the contrary, I think it actually makes a lot of people worse. Um, the longer you sit at the charts, the more you're going to take trades. And the more you take trades, the more losses you're going to end up taking, the more um, commissions you're going to rack up, win or lose. So I think that we need to be a little more mature about it moving forward. And we need to start thinking about this as maybe a side hustle, maybe a good hobby, maybe something that, I want to pad the nest egg, or this is what something I'm going to transition to when I'm ready to retire. And I think that's just where it needs to be. I don't think it needs to be the full time gig. And if you treat it like it's going to be your full time gig, it's never going to be your full time gig. So, anyways, my two cents on it this morning, and appreciate you listening. I'll talk to you later.